welcome to this live Womb Wisdom Wednesday. Um, I am on my third day, my last day of my 3-day fast, and I've just had the most clarity right now on a few things that is truly like shifting me and evolving me and supporting me. And I just wanted to share these three things with y'all for this Womb Wednesday. The number one thing that has been coming up for me right now is to make space. Um, Actually, before I started the fast, I was led by my spirit team to clear out underneath my cabinets. And so in my kitchen, every day this past weekend, I took stuff out, threw stuff away, just got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. Make space. Another reason why this energy of make space was really showing up for me is I've been making more content, right? Showing up more, putting myself out there more. And since Mercury retrograde, okay, let me tell y'all how since Mercury retrograde, my phone has continued to give me problems when it comes down to posting this content. I'm talking about almost every time I tried to post something, it would say not enough storage. It would say you need to purchase more storage. Every single time I went to YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, no matter where I was posting, Instagram, there was a delay. There was a reason why the picture, the image, the whatever could not be uploaded because of storage. Make more space. And so, as I've been paying attention to this repetitive theme come up about making more space, Spirit just kind of channeled to me right now that we need to make more space to receive the things we say we desire. We need to make more space to do the things that we want to do. Wow. Actually, this message of make more space has been coming up for me for quite some time, right? I'm being called back more fully to put my energy and my attention into my business, into spiritual coaching, into healing, consultations, classes, readings, all the things. And um, I am a coordinator, a program coordinator at a volleyball place here, and it has been taking up quite a bit of my time, right? Fortunately, I have my entire daytime to myself, and I only go to this place in the afternoon for about in the evening for about 4 hours. And though some of you may be thinking, oh, what? You only work 4 hours a day coaching volleyball? Some of you may be thinking, like, oh, that's so easy. That's so fun. That's whatever. It's fun. It's easy. I love it. And I make good money. But I'm still being told by spirit that I need to make more space in this area and at this job. And actually, I've been told this for the last few months. And so now I'm actually making it happen to actually make the shift, make more space, call back my time. So I want to ask you, what has your spirit team been telling you you need to make more space with? As women, when we want to birth something, create something, manifest something through the power of our divine feminine energy in our wombs, we have to clear out stagnant energy from our wombs, from our minds, from our emotions. What are you being told to make more space for? Right? So I have to go to AT&T, get a new phone. My schedule is changing literally at my job. I already talked to them yesterday and was like, yeah, I'm changing up my time, right? Had to clear out my kitchen, make more space. This is one of the downloads that I've received so far from this 3-day fast. The second thing that has come through that I think is so important and that my spirit team is really working with me on is loving the reflection in the mirror. Loving the reflection in the mirror more and more and more. And making sure that whenever I lay eyes on myself in the mirror, the only thoughts that I'm thinking is how beautiful, how wonderful, how magnificent, how magnetic, how divine, how sacred I am. And literally seeing myself in that frequency. I have been in the mirror actually doing work, right? Just positioning myself, working on my posture, right? Just making sure that I'm loving the reflection. Now, this loving the reflection obviously goes deeper than the aesthetic, right? And maybe that's not so obvious. So let me put that out there. My apologies. It's probably not obvious, right? Loving the reflection for me is just about loving every aspect of myself, loving what I can see today, and loving what I'm projecting and what I can see for my future. It's literally looking in the mirror every day and speaking words of empowerment, of appreciation, of love, of power. Because I know and understand that the only way to manifest or create a reality that is in alignment with your highest timeline is you have to have, we have to have, I have to have such a love and devotion for myself. That's the only way the manifestations come to pass. And this love for self shows up in thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. And so Spirit has just been saying, getting in the mirror and loving that reflection, appreciating that reflection is just one of the ways that we start to empower ourselves and increase our energy and feel better about what we are doing. And then the other thing about that same energy, let me look at my notes. I got my little handy dandy notepad here because Spirit be coming through with some stuff and I need to be remembering. Um, when we love our reflection, when we love the inner work, when we love the embodiment, the external world has to reflect it. Too many times we are trying to address the physical, the external, and just like loving the outside, loving the aesthetic. Oh, we live in a world today that loves the aesthetic. And I've had to remind myself, this shit is not about the aesthetic. The aesthetic can be great, beautiful, whatever, but it's truly about the embodiment. It's about the essence. It's the energy. It's the thing that is happening behind the scene that projects to the forefront. And that's the type of love for self that this fast has really reminded me of, right? The type of love for self that is showing up, that is doing the work, that is putting forth the effort, that is uh, constantly in a state of reflection, compassion, and also high vibrations, right? Like, I'm going to love myself so much that I'm not going to allow myself to stay in a frequency that is not in alignment with the vision that I have for myself, with the reflection that I'm projecting into this mirror. Okay? The third thing that this fast and this womb energy that I've been tapping into over the last few days, because it really started before the 3 day fast, right? I'm on day 3 and I know I'm gonna make it, right? You know how you get to that point in your fast where you like, I've made it. Crazy enough, the hardest day on this fast for me was day 1. I cried like a baby, but it was so healing, you know? It was such, it was it was so awakening. Shout out to my husband because when I woke up in the morning on day 1, I had no reason. I mean, I don't know why I was feeling some type of way. I don't know why my emotions had just, I cannot explain it. Like literally nothing happened in the day, nothing happened at night that was triggering for me. But for some reason I just needed to purge, purge, purge. And it was so sweet. I was sitting at the table. Dream comes up to me and he's like, "Babe, you all right?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know what this feeling is. I'm just feeling something. It's day one of the fast. I don't know what's going on. It's just emotion. And so he gives me a hug and he's like, "Well, just relax. It's okay. Sometimes you don't have to know what's going on." Da 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 da. And I ended up going to go take a bath uh, and just relaxing, getting into my. I made a reel about this, but let me not get distracted. I ended up just relaxing and just focusing on calling back my highest vibration. But I truly feel things like that happen, right? In order for us to purge, release, let go, so that we can receive all that we need to receive. So I've been having revelations and downloads since before the fast even started. Day one was the craziest. Day two, I was gaining some energy. Day three started off kind of feeling my body. Now I'm feeling more of my energy. The last thing that I want to say to y'all that is so important when it comes down to activating our womb power, our ability to manifest. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I'm not like, let me see. I'm gonna show y'all. There it is. Aviator. That's my next car right there. Okay? That's my next car right there. Lincoln Aviator is my next car. And I know it. So when I see it passing by while I'm having this conversation with y'all, I'm like, okay, spirit, we're in alignment. Reticular activating system is turned on. And it also confirms or says, like, ring, 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 ring. Desiree, what you're hitting on is on point. What you're touching on is in alignment with the manifestation, with the desires, with the dreams, with the goals. Okay. The car, that car is done. That's easy. What I'm telling y'all is use that confirmation that came through for me, my next manifestation. Use that as your confirmation for this message. It's like, God, I see what you're doing over there. I know you can do it for me. Last thing, ladies, that this fast has taught me is that we have to open up our throats. The way that we open our throat and our divine communication, you're going to have to give your man some head, okay? You're going to have to give your man some head. You're going to have to give your man some head. I know. Some of you probably grew up in religiosity and you've been trained to believe that it is impure to put your mouth down there. Some of my greatest downloads, channels, and insight that I have been needing and yearning has come through from slobbing on that knob. I know. Can I share this with y'all? Can I share it with y'all? I know. Maybe this should have just been for the Sacred Sister Circle. Maybe it should have just been for the Sacred Sister Circle. But Dream and I's our love, our intimacy, our level of love making has been a major part of healing and transformation for me and manifestation for me right now. It's like I just know what I need to know. I be down there and all the thoughts and ideas that I be like boom, 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 boom. It's like, that's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. I'm just telling you what it is. And it's become, for me right now, I'm like, even though my ego, right? Because I still have an ego, and sometimes I don't feel like doing all of that. I don't feel like doing all of that. But when I get out of my ego and I really think like every single time I do it, I receive downloads and channels, or I go into a trance. I go into a total trance. I go into deep meditation and visualization. I literally can see our future while I'm giving him head. So it's either I'm receiving downloads or I am literally in the quantum realm creating. Literally, I can see us doing things. And so that gets transferred into him because if I'm receiving downloads and channels and they're delicious and I'm like, oh my God, that's a download. Thank you, Spirit. I needed to hear that. If I am in the act and I am visualizing my dreams, goals, and desires, that's sexy. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, I see you. Ooh, thank you. Not only that, it is scientifically proven and biologically documented through our anatomy that our throat and our womb are one and the same. Our throat and our womb have the same kind of structure. If we look at the vocal cords is in this kind of diamond shape. If I had two hands, I would show you. The vocal cords is in a diamond shape and they vibrate. It looks like a yoni, the vocal fold, the vocal cords. So when we are in this sacred act, and I'm not saying that, girl, I heard this one saying real quick. I'm going to say this saying real quick because I heard it from my uncle. He told it to my brother. My uncle told this to my brother on his way to prom, right? He told my brother, uh, never eat out, only eat at home. Now, I know you ladies, you if you understand what I mean, I know y'all don't y'all I mean you might, I don't know what you're doing, right? But if that man is not your man, if he outside, right? If he is like fast food, you don't eat out there, right? You don't consume that. Do you understand? Eat in, never eat out. That's just some, wisdom my uncle dropped on my brother on his when he was 18 about to go to prom. Okay? That's important. I just had to drop that in there, right? So when you are performing this sacred act using your mouth, you are opening up that throat chakra. The throat chakra literally connects you to the divine. The throat chakra is not just the throat chakra is also the ears. The ears being symbolic of the ears, obviously being able to hear in the physical, but also being able to hear in the spiritual. So I'm telling you that giving fellatio opens you up to be able to receive downloads and channels from the divine. It's happened for me over and over and over again. Not only does it happen for me, but it happens for Dream, right? He'll, be feeling good or whatever. And he'll be like, babe, you know what you should do? You should do this. Ooh, that's a good idea. We just channeling. We just receiving downloads, right? Um, in some sacred sciences, they call it a brainchild. When you participate in oral sex, instead of creating a physical child, You are creating, excuse me, y'all, I'm picking up kids. Got to put the little tag up there. You are creating a brainchild, right? This means a thought, an idea, divine insight. And so I just wanted to share those three things with y'all for this Womb Wisdom Wednesday. Y'all thought I wasn't going to post something? Nope. Your girl is still here. And I plan on going live tomorrow as well. So make space, make space. Make space in your mind, your heart, your womb. Making space in your womb in the physical looks like yoni steaming. Go get you some yoni steam herbs. Go on Amazon. Get on Amazon, make you some herbs, right? Maybe I'm going to start making some herbs. Who knows? Mix up you some herbs. Boil them on the stove for a little bit. When it comes to a boil, turn the heat down to a little simmer. Let it simmer for 15 minutes. Turn off the heat. Keep the top on. Wait a few minutes, right? Wait a few minutes. If you don't have anything like an actual uh, um, yoni steam stool, I mean, you can get it off of Amazon real easy. Get that, pour that hot water or warm water with the herbs into your container or whatever you're going to use. Sit on top of that thing for 15 minutes. This is you making space in your womb. That steam is going up into your womb and clearing things out. Physical things, right? Bacteria, yeast, whatever, but also spiritual things. Research the herbs that you decide to use. What is the frequency that they possess? What are their spiritual uh, uh, energies? That's a physical way to make space in your womb. Maybe be abstinent for a while, right? Maybe be celibate for a while. That's making space in your womb. If there's some thoughts that you've been thinking that haven't been in alignment, making some space in the physical would be meditating, being intentional about that, surrendering those thoughts, breathing and letting them go, right? This is what I wanted to share with y'all today. Um, Let me know in the comments how it resonates. Let me know in the comments which of these are you going to apply today, like right now. All right? Peace and love, my sacred sisters. Make sure y'all join the Patreon, and I'll talk to y'all soon.